Hmthu 36. I wake up with sweat dripping all over my body. I was hoping it's just a bad dream I am waking up to, but then it's my reality. Sean was indeed kidnapped and I am to blame for my child's abduction. I check my phone and find that it's only 4 in the morning. I can't believe I have only slept for an hour and yet it felt like I was asleep forever. I notice that Liam's side of the bed is empty and cold. He must have left bed immediately I slept. I get up and get into a robe before going to his office. I find him on the phone talking to I don't know who. He smiles when he sees me and after a few more seconds he finishes off on the phone. "You are awake," he says when I get into his arms. I woke up panting like a pig. I guess I can't sleep anymore. I couldn't sleep, so decided to call all the people I know that can help us find Sean. I sigh deeply. I am worried sick. Hey. I know, babe, makes the two of us. But trust me, we will find whoever is behind this, he says, kissing my forehead. I am sorry about your office. I sigh again. I am having a hard time processing everything. Let us find Sean. We can worry about everything else later. I got the number that called you and had it tracked. I look at him. I don't know why I am not surprised. I am sorry, babe. I couldn't help it. And it came from this house. What do you mean? The call was made in here. I look at him. This is not making sense. What does he mean the call was made in here? I have called my guys. They are coming to sweep the house. I believe we have been bugged. I feel a chill run over me. If someone could have easily gotten into our house and bugged us, what else could they have done to us? How long have they been planning this? I sit down, feeling a headache coming. Babe, I need us to think of all the people we suspect could be doing this to us. I want us to be as open-minded as possible. Whoever is doing this knows us and knows our weaknesses, and I want us to work together no matter what. I nod my head. Sam, he writes on a piece of paper. I swallow hard and write Alicia's name. Are you sure? I met her at the store yesterday. We had a confrontation. Why didn't you tell me about it? I was going to, but I got home and found you tied to our bed. I say, chuckling. What was the confrontation about? She mentioned how hard it was for me to give birth to Sean, which came off as very weird because only you, Melissa's parents, my mom and I know about what happened during my childbirth. I pause. When I started questioning her, she got defensive and people threatened to call security on me. He thinks through for a few minutes but doesn't tell me what is going through his mind. Pious, he writes down. Melissa's parents. I write. Mum, I write again. Grandma, I write for the 3rd time with shaking hands, and Liam gets the pen from me. We need to think of everyone connected to us, babe. We need to investigate each of them because they have motive and we have to find out what that motive is. Everyone at this point is a suspect. Everyone. He writes down Henny's name. Anyone else that you can think of? He asks. I get the pen and write, Liam. He just nods his head. I am sorry, I say. He shakes his head and comes to kiss my forehead. I understand you, but what do you think was my motive? I heard you named our child a name I planned on giving my late child. This might just be your payback. I see, he says. I am about to say something else when his phone rings. He opens the gate with the remote and we walk to the front door. 2 black cars drive in and he locks the gate. 4 men come out all dressed in black. They have black cases each in hand. Thank you for coming on short notice, Liam says to one who looks like the leader. Good morning, Mrs. Hutchison. Good morning. Call me Elle. We will find your son before the day breaks. He assures me, and I don't know why I feel a chill run through me. Run me through everything, he says to Liam, and my husband begins to speak, telling the man everything that happened that led to Sean's kidnap. The names you sent me, give me a brief background of each of them and your relationships to them. Elle says, looking at me. I start to talk. For 30 minutes straight I tell him about my relationship to all of them. When I get to my husband's name, he doesn't at all seem moved, and I tell him the reason I feel my husband should be on the list. When done, he nods his head and asks Liam if there is anyone in his life he suspects could have done this to us, but there is none, unfortunately. He asks for contacts for each and every person that has worked for us from the time we got married. It seems a little absurd to me, but I give him the information, and when done, his men return with a basin full of what looks like cameras and speakers. What is all this? You have been bugged for years now. Whoever did this planted this a long time ago, and they have been waiting for the right time to strike. Oh my word, I say. One of the men comes through again and whispers to L. None of the people on the list did this. What do you mean? Liam asks him. It's no one from your wife's past, so now you need to tell me everything you are hiding. He says to Liam. Quench's girl, Winnie woman, bowing, medium dark skin tone.